Defeating Lesnar, showing up Heyman. This is the ultimate moment of vindication for CM Punk. Enjoy it, Punk.
Who gonna find them? Who gonna find them? I wanna time them. Diamonds and guns, diamonds and guns. It's a wicked world that we live in. It's cruel and unforgiving. It's a wicked world that we live in. It's cruel and unforgiving. It's looking for the chuck the money and the run. Now the daylight's gone and there's no more fun. And who's the don't are they? It's all gone. Now you got none. And now you look around and there's not the plan. This is not what you had in mind.
I shine in heaven. Now I try. No one lives forever. In fact, we all die. From those who butt to those who cop to those who on all the high blocks. Every last soul must pay the last toll. In the dice game of life, who gets the last roll? Is it the one with the suit, the one with the sag, the one who hides behind his gun and his badge? Negative outlook, well that's how I'm living. And like he said, it's a wicked world we live in. It's a wicked world we live in.
Flipping out, hearts is what I'm ripping out. I'm slipping out, I'm dipping out. What I'm living out, victim, let me pick 'em out. Spinning, let me whip it out. In your face with the sticking out, missing out, disembowel. Blood's what you're now. 84, I'm crazy horse. I'm illin' out, ripping out, I'm now. Different now, I'm now. Any pala out my building out, Twitter clipping out. Criminal, I'm hitting out. In LA, no getting out. 213, pack of beat, loud, wicked sound. Listen out, I'm sinning out. I'm sipping now. It's so.
Plenty of battles waged over the Intercontinental Championship over the years between legends and absolute titans of this business. This match could easily be history. Bear hugs.
And here comes Cena remains on top of the competition.
Now let's get another look at some of the high points of that one.
Here is your winner, and still WWE Intercontinental.
One of the most prized titles in WWE, the Intercontinental Championship, is in the balance here tonight.
The Intercontinental Championship has been around the waist of some legend.
Bear hug, squeezing the breath. Retains the title. These guys were awesome. Let's take another look. We've been waiting for the... bear hugs. How about another look at some of the highlights? Folks, we're about to...
remains on top of the competition.
So superstars doing what they do best here are... Plenty of back... bear hug squid!
Yokozuna's reign wasn't good here tonight.
Now's a good time to look at some of the highlights from that last matchup.
WWE.
Plenty of back... bear hug squeezing the...
And Yokozuna remains champion.
Let's take another look at these guys in action.
And still.
We've been waiting for... bear hug squeeze! And there you have it. It's all over. Gets clobbered with the axe handle. Shamrock turns it around. Bear hug squeeze!
And Yokozuna remains on top of the competition.
Let's look back on the action from the last match. Plenty of back. Bear hug squeezing the breath. Retains the title. That match deserves another look. Here we go. Folks, we're about to... bear hug squeezing.
He gets up. It is over.
Bear hug squid. The champion retains. These superstars put on quite a show. Here's another look.
Here's your winner. And
Plenty of battles win. Oh, that got turned around on Yokozuna. Bear hug squeeze.
And Yokozuna remains on top of the competition.
That match is worth another look. Here we go. Plenty of battle. Bear hug squeezing the...
And Yokozuna remains champion.
Now let's take another look at these guys in action. We've been waiting for... bear hug squeeze! Retains the title! Let's take another look at what made that matchup so memorable. Plenty of back... And he retaliates! And Shamrock reverses. Bear hug squeeze!
And Yokozuna remains on top of the competition.
And here's another look at what made that match so special.
here is your winner. And still WWE Intercontinental Champion, Yokozuna.
A successful title defense for him tonight. He came out here and defended what was his. You have to give him credit. Plenty of bat. He counters with a great reversal.
a waistlock, but looking to battle their way out of there.
Nothing's like a big right hand.
He's driving it in just like everything.
Oh, what's coming here? Submission move being applied. Submission locked in.
Consumer's waiting what they're going to hit tonight.
No doubt it was a good one. Here's another look.
Here is your winner, and still WWE Intercontinental Champion, Yokozuna.
What a win for the champ as he retains the title.
What a title defense for him tonight. He came in with that unshakable champion mentality. Plenty of
Bear hug, squeezing the champion retains. These gentlemen get after it. Here are the highlights.
Here is your winner, and still
One of the most prized titles in WWE, the Intercontinental Championship, is in the balance here tonight.
The Intercontinental.
Bear hugs and retains the title. Here's another quick look at some of the highlights.
here is your winner, and still WWE Intercontinental Champion, Yokozuna.
We've been waiting for the... Yokozuna gets reversed. A reversal. He saw that coming.
find some payback with their own reversal. Counters on top of counters, and these opponents are at an impasse.
Oh, what a response. Bear hug, squeezing the...
And Yokozuna remains on top of the competition.
These superstars put on quite a show. Here's another look.
Here is your winner, and still WWE Intercontinental Champion, Yokozuna.
Good job by our champion. We've been waiting for the... bear hug, squeeze him. He's forced to tap out. No other choice. Shamrock turns it around. Bear hugs. The champion retains. And here's a look back at some of the action from the previous match.
And still
Plenty of
It knew what was coming there. Bear hugs.
Consumer's waiting what they're going to hit tonight.
These guys feel no love for each other. Here's another
and
look.
still WWE Intercontinental Champion, Yokozuna.
One of the most prized. Bear hug, squeeze, retains the title. Now let's take a look back at these guys in action.
plenty of
Bear hug, squeezing the front.
The champion retains.
And here's another peek at some of the more memorable parts of the match.
When it's time to party, we will party hard.
When I returned to WWE, I knew not everyone was going to be thrilled. Drew McIntyre made it clear to everyone watching that he was one of those people with an axe to grind. I don't know, maybe it's jealousy that I could be gone for over a decade and still have fans talking about me while he was on top. But then at the 2024 Royal Rumble, Drew nearly took it all away when his future shock DDT tore my tricep. So instead of competing at WrestleMania, I had to sit and watch. But I still managed to get involved.
Punk just dropped McIntyre on the table.
And then again at Clash in the Castle.
Oh my God! The balls of CM Punk!
And again at Money in the Bank, ruining Drew's cash-in.
Punk with the title to the face of McIntyre!
Good times. But I was finally cleared to return to action shortly after, and now we could finally settle things in the ring. SummerSlam saw him victorious after some truly atrocious officiating from Seth Rollins, but I'd get my payback at Bash in Berlin when I beat him in a grueling strap match. That put the series at 1-1, with both of us looking to attack the other whenever possible. Now, this chaos led to one feasible outcome. It was time for us to go to hell in a cell. Beating Drew at Hell in a Cell was brutal, exhausting, and probably took years off of my life. But getting my arm raised was all worth it. Let's go back to that night, Bad Blood 2024. Get Drew in the cell, and let's show him that you can say whatever you want to about me, but when you bring a man's dog into things, that's a line you do not cross.
Drew McIntyre steps inside Hell for the third time in his career.
From Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 275 pounds, Drew McIntyre!
He's yet to win this matchup. Career is 2-2 in Hell in a Cell matches, but this is his first time in the cell in nearly 11 years. Right here in Atlanta, CM Punk actually had a Hell in a Cell match and walked out victorious.
Yeah, but with all the disdain between Punk and McIntyre, I will be surprised to see anybody walking out of this structure in one piece tonight.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds.
And there's really no room to mince words. These men want to end each other's careers. They want to maim each other. They want to send each other to the hospital.
Well, if sending your opponent to the emergency room is the prime objective, I can't think of a more suitable setting. Punk has to tap into that side of himself tonight if he wants to walk out of the cell or out of Atlanta at all. He said that Drew McIntyre has...
This is the final match in what has already been a brutal series between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. This is the 53rd match in history being settled inside this 20-foot-high steel structure.
This is the only place it could have ended between these two. Drew has vowed to destroy the man who taught him how to hate. Punk knows in order to destroy the monster, he has to become a monster. We've had the opportunity to talk to some of the legends who have been in Hell in a Cell over the years. You ask a guy like The Undertaker, Wade, who's been inside this structure 14 times in his career. Every time he left, he was never the same.
We got it covered. And kicks out before the count.
Not enough to get past the 1 count yet.
Oh, just deadlifting their opponent. tossing them aside.
I'll just leave it at this. Nobody comes into a match hoping to get chucked around like that. I don't know if this is a good idea. This is going to take more strength than he has left.
A lift-up powerbomb.
That was a powerbomb with one message in mind. Absolute destruction.
It all began last November with the return of CM Punk, and that ticked off a lot of superstars, including Drew McIntyre, who believed Punk wanted to kill this business, and CM Punk had no business being back in WWE. The company had buried for a decade. And that has driven us to tonight, in the final match in this trilogy between Punk and McIntyre.
You got to think about this. Drew McIntyre has never won inside Hell in a Cell. Punk has. That's going to be adding even more to this match for Drew tonight.
Yeah, McIntyre has been successful in unleashing all of his mind games on Punk leading up to this point. But is that something clouding his own vision? Going up to the top now.
Boom! This is not wholly unfamiliar territory, psychologically speaking, for CM Punk. If you look back to Punk's career, once upon a time, he admitted in order to destroy the monsters of the world, he himself must become a monster. He said Drew McIntyre has made him the man his worst critics say he is.
Punk has said this is not the man he wants to be, but Drew McIntyre has taken him to that place. And it's...
Watch out! Denied via a wicked punch to the stomach. Ooh!
He's heading to the top turnbuckle.
from above!
Launching! What's he preparing for? Down on the skull.
Emotions running high, and this is the pain Punk promised to deliver onto McIntyre.
Stalking from above!
From the top, double axe handle connects.
McIntyre vulnerable here.
Driver spiked him.
This fight will not go down as a 5-star wrestling classic, that is for sure. These men want to punish and maim one another.
Limited only by the confines of the cell and their own imaginations.
Very few men are ever the same when they walk out of this structure. Get this back into the ring now.
Open.
The spine buster! And now Drew McIntyre goes up the turnbuckle. From the top!
Elbow drop. Good Lord. Came down like a lead balloon.
He kicks out instantly.
Kicking out of that one in a jiff.
Bam. Well-placed calf kick.
Corey, you probably know CM Punk better than any of us. You've seen Punk. You've seen the good and the bad side of this man.
Yeah, but even myself, I don't know what Punk is truly capable of. I've never been trapped inside Hell in a Cell with CM Punk. Listen, this may not be the man CM Punk wants to be, but this is who CM Punk has been. Who CM Punk is in his heart. No fear, no hope. Fight tonight like there's no tomorrow, because for Punk, there may not be.
And the same goes for McIntyre.
You're absolutely right.
McIntyre said, Punk, you think you're supernatural, but you are nothing but a man.
Clothesline! So effective.
Struck with a calf kick. God Lord, brutally swinging that steel chair. Great in-ring IQ on display there.
It's never been a matter of self-preservation with anybody I've seen step in the ring with CM Punk. McIntyre has made it abundantly clear he wants to end Punk's career, ruin Punk's life tonight.
And Punk looks like he wants to do the same to McIntyre.
Listen.
Opponent lifted up. Solid bit of defense on his part there.
He finally found a way to bring things to a halt here.
Time now for CM Punk to get his energy up and claw back into the fight.
And now McIntyre is being neutralized.
McIntyre tempted the devil inside the Second City Saint, and he's paying for it now.
He answers right back.
Punk dodges out in
Play by McIntyre.
Will that close Punk out?
A kick out. Oh, was supposed to be it, and no one is more shocked right now than McIntyre. Whoa, what a club. Able to capitalize on McIntyre's mistake.
Time to go for a ride. Exploder suplex.
CM Punk has been going to that place, has been letting the devil out.
Oh, he surely doesn't have much left in him.
Punk's had enough. He's looking to end this here.
Gonna sleep.
Will that sew this up for Punk?
Punk and McIntyre might be setting a whole new standard of brutality in this business.
Fighting like there is no tomorrow because for one of these men, there might not be. Ooh, sharp kick.
Scaling the turnbuckle here.
From the top.
Oh, he paid for that. High risk. Beautiful. Over neck breaker.
Picture perfect.
There's a fisherman suplex. Overwhelming offense now from Punk.
Punk finding the will to turn the tides inside the cell. He's got McIntyre reeling. Oh, great display of strength with the suplex.
Going big here.
Oh, God, terrible landing on the outside.
Really thought that was going to work, but now we got a human being we have to scrape off the floor.
And slides back into the ring.
And Punk wants more from his opponent.
Okay, he should really focus on the match now. We get the point. Clearly lost in the moment. He better snap out of it. Looks like Drew is searching for something under the ring now.
I don't care what they say. Nothing good ever comes from getting the tables.
Look at this. This can't be good.
That brings a rush of blood to the head.
Hold on, he's lining him up.
Oh, right into a counter. Uh-oh. Strong counter from Punk. And he heads back into the ring. Oh, the elbow connects. Oh, he saw it coming.
This will be bad for him.
Pile driver.
Good God.
Absorbing the pain of another attack to the head. He could be dazed.
Oh, man.
Wicked kick.
CM Punk hoists his opponent.
Gonna sleep.
The lights are dimming for McIntyre.
Up and
Beautiful Falcon Arrow.
And let's not forget the obsession Drew McIntyre had with Punk and what Punk has cost McIntyre on a number of occasions. That being the World Championship, including at WrestleMania.
An eye for an eye, Punk would say. Just karma for McIntyre, who injured Punk, costing him an opportunity at WrestleMania.
Drew's own wife has become second best in his heart. That is how deep Drew's hatred for CM Punk runs.
Pile driver.
Spiked him.
McIntyre must be getting phased by this attack.
About to be locked in. Here we go, guys.
And he locked. And for some reason, he just broke his own submission hold.
CM Punk with a quick movement. Uranagi connects. He's not done there. He's locked in the...
And he just decides to end the hold.
Wonder what he's thinking here.
Now to the ring, to the confines of the chain link enclosure.
Looks like the road crew left some tools under the ring, and it's going to get used again.
And a small package here.
He kicks out with force.
But after shrugging off the pin, how much can he really have left?
Turns that back on CM Punk.
quick escape from danger there.
Ooh, so much disdain swinging the table like that.
And now taking the chance to go to the outside get.
Punk missed with a wrench and a low blow by McIntyre.
And remember, that is completely legal. It is distasteful, but it's highly effective, and all the wind knocked out of Punk's sails.
Who cares about being tasteful when you're locked inside of Hell in a Cell, Wade? Drew McIntyre came here to destroy Punk once and for all.
And now McIntyre going to introduce the steel steps into this matchup. The Scottish Warrior, this Terminator, just destroying Punk.
Well, you wanted hell, Punk? You're getting hell. You are locked in there, no escape, and your demise may be imminent.
Punk trying to summon the will to continue, and what does McIntyre have inside of that little bag, gentlemen?
I can only imagine what this sicko has in mind.
The Scottish psychopath cooking up something dastardly, no doubt.
Oh my God, the disrespect.
Adding insult to injury.
Those are the beads of Punk's bracelet.
We're the beads of Punk's bracelet. And McIntyre now looking to just finally put Punk away. No!
McIntyre might have just broken his back.
Oh God, the sharp edge of that steel digging in to the lower back of McIntyre, who may be crippled. And now with the upper hand is CM Punk.
This is one of the most brutal matches I've ever witnessed inside Hell in a Cell.
Punk trying to shove those beads down McIntyre's throat. Here it comes, the end.
GTS connects. Cover off the go to sleep by Punk. And he got him. What a win, what a match.
Here is your winner,
CM Punk earned this victory.
Such a drawn-out, heated rivalry, but finally conquering McIntyre is CM Punk.
For as clear as Drew made it that he was not happy to have me back, it was nothing in comparison to the noise generated about me by the constant thorn in my side, Seth.
Enjoy the show.
Much like Drew, Rollins had a bit of a tantrum when I walked through that curtain at Survivor Series after nearly 10 years away from WWE. I knew we were on a collision course. After Hell in a Cell, I took a little time to heal. Once I felt good, a special request from Paul Heyman led me to joining the OG Bloodline at Survivor Series to help Roman Reigns in his quest to dismantle the new Bloodline. Once that was settled, I focused solely on Seth. We were set to battle at the first Raw of 2025, and after waiting a decade for this opportunity, I certainly wasn't gonna let anything go wrong. So let's go back to January 2025, the start of a new era, and beat Seth Rollins in front of the entire world.
Seth freaking Rollins is motivated as we've ever seen him. This is personal.
The people are singing Rollins' song. This is Rollins' battle
Seth Rollins got in the car and drove from Iowa to the East Coast to try out for CM Punk's training school. He redefined himself in his craft. Rollins and Punk would reunite briefly in NXT, and then the Shield would become mercenaries for Punk. And Punk would leave WWE for personal and professional reasons. Talk negatively about WWE, while Rollins carried WWE on his back for a decade. CM Punk would return to WWE 14 months ago to huge fanfare, the support of the fans and many in the back, and that didn't sit well with Seth Rollins. There was no way that Rollins was going to welcome Punk back, and it's led to this tonight. Seth freaking Rollins versus a man who has become his arch nemesis, CM Punk.
And this capacity crowd just
A magical feeling in the air as Seth freaking Rollins faces off against a man who has become his arch nemesis, CM Punk. Two men who are beloved by the WWE Universe for their incredible talent and work ethic.
However, there is absolutely no love lost between these two men. Two absolute legends in their own right, but where Rollins carried this company for the past 10 years, Punk went to MMA. He went to other companies and he talked harshly about WWE, all before being welcomed back with open arms.
Yeah, that really didn't sit well with Seth Rollins. There was no way that Rollins is going to welcome Punk back, and it's led to this tonight. Seth retaliates. This rivalry has been brewing for years and escalating for months. Rollins was seething upon Punk's return at Survivor Series 2023, remembering the years that Punk spent disparaging WWE.
And the tensions grew when Rollins was a special guest referee at SummerSlam last year, counting the pinfall victory for Drew McIntyre over Punk.
Both men with ample reason to despise the other. Now Punk and Rollins finally get to take out all their frustration tonight.
There goes Rollins, kicked out of the ring.
Uh-oh!
A slingshot cross body!
Completely tossing all caution to the wind.
Going for broke, and it paid off. Gentlemen, here's an astonishing fact. This is CM Punk's first match on Raw in almost 11 years.
The last time Punk competed on WWE's flagship show, it was a week before the 2014 Royal Rumble. And in a little more than 4 weeks, both men will take part in the 2025 Royal Rumble with the aim to earn a main event spot at WrestleMania 41.
I'd say either of these men has a
Perched up top. Good Lord, taking flight.
What a crushing impact on the outside. Kids, do not try that at home.
Holy, meet the barricade.
Oh, colliding with a barricade.
Crashing into the barricade with such force.
From the top. You got it.
Be kidding me! From ring post to ringside, risking it all paid off.
Sent flying over the guardrail. Cracked with a Mongolian chop.
Amazing action so far in the main event of an historic episode of Monday Night Raw. We've seen so many unforgettable moments tonight as the show makes its debut on the biggest streaming service in the world.
And I can think of no matchup more worthy of this show's main event than two generational talents in the form of CM Punk and Seth freaking Rollins.
Given the major stakes in this match and the high-profile nature of this event, I expect A lot of leeway from the official in this match. Nobody wants to see this one end in a count-out or disqualification.
From way up, double axe handle connects.
And CM Punk's maintaining the advantage now.
And CM Punk is keeping the pressure on, completely taking it to Rollins here. Simple but effective technique to get out of there.
CM Punk had suffered some injuries since his return. In fact, he tore his tricep at the Royal Rumble a year ago and was out of action for over 6 months. Punk says that tonight he's completely healed. But Wade, you're an athlete. Never divulge the And CM Punk to Rollins off the crossbody. Rollins, though, able to roll through.
Just amazing power and timing from Seth Rollins. We've seen it throughout.
Rollins. Stop!
That could be Punk's demise.
Cover! Shoulder up before the count started.
The referee did not even make it to a 1 count before he powered out. Unbelievable.
How up?
CM Punk looking to end things here. Down with a GTS.
It's all Punk's for the taking.
Repeated knees to the hamstring.
Ooh, vicious kick to the spine.
Taking flight. Splash!
And Punk now lifting.
Stops that offense from connecting.
From the outside.
Oh, what a counter, knees.
That'll buy you some valuable time.
Neckbreaker. Rollins can't find any reprieve right now.
Yeah, now Punk's got Rollins in as vulnerable position as we've ever seen him.
Oh, Seth gets caught with a counter. Rollins caught off guard. Sit out pile driver.
Oh! And a trampling stomp. Oh, man.
Right in the elbow, nailed it.
Oh, that'll cave your chest in.
Caught with the elbow. Got him where he wants him.
Up and
Falcon arrow. And CM Punk is leaving no breathing room here.
Rollins has no answer for Punk's well-aimed attacks.
Oh, he had that scattered. Momentum isn't completely out of Seth's side just yet.
That's possibly the trigger for Seth to battle his way back into this.
And Seth, this one's for the match. Punk powers out, still going strong.
Showing no signs of wear or tear even as this match goes on.
Uh-oh, sweet dreams coming.
Go to sleep. That spells doom for Rollins.
2 count. No, he beats the count.
As long as his heart is still beating and there's still breath in his lungs, Seth Rollins will always keep fighting, even if it kills him.
CM Punk thought that was enough.
First up top.
A diving knee drop. This could be for the win. Oh, kick out. Kicked out. He kicked out.
As close to 3 as you could possibly get without the bell ringing.
Versatility from Rollins. Up and the power on the Falcon. Here's the cover. Does he have it? Punk wins. Punk beats Rollins.
Here is your winner,
What a fight, what a night, and what a win. CM Punk once again showing why he is indeed the best in the world.
This truly was a battle between 2 men at the absolute top of the mountain when it comes to professional wrestling. This really could have gone either way a number of times, but in the end, Punk had Rollins' number.
Yeah, but don't think this is over for Rollins. If anything, this result is only going to enrage him even more, set him off even more on his self-imposed crusade against CM Punk.
All right, looks like we've got someone after my own heart. A true nonconformist, someone who wants to do things their way. I need you to know that I respect the hell out of you for that. And that respect is why this is not going to be easy for you. We still put something together to make sure that you earn everything this showcase has to offer. I know that not everyone wants to live that traditional showcase life. Not everybody's got time for expertly crafted objectives and unlocking all the incredible rewards. But that doesn't mean you should be excluded from all the fun. So this year, I wanted to grant the fair members of the WWE Universe a secondary path to greatness. Think of it as the voice of the voiceless giving a choice to the choiceless. On this path, you will find a single gauntlet match where you will take on 20 opponents, one after the other. Whether my biggest historical rivals, legends that I've always wanted to test myself against, or those who comprise the biggest what-if of my entire career. They're here in this showcase gauntlet. If you can emerge as the sole survivor, then you'll get all the spoils that the showcase has to offer. You'll be credited with full completion of every match on the timeline, granting you every reward that's to be unlocked. No objectives, you know what you're doing, and we'll trust your judgment in finding the victory. No cutscenes, no time to breathe. Just one angry opponent after the other. No fluff, no mercy, no slingshot tech to help change the rules. You want to prove to truly be the best in the world? Well then, you better get to work. You want to conquer the world? This is your opportunity. Best of luck. It's clobbering time.